It's an exciting day when you get ready to start embroidering on your Bernina 880. So if this is totally new to you, we're going to take you through each step by step. Every video there's a reason we have filmed it, because it's good information. So even if you feel like you already know that topic, keep in mind I'm always throwing in extra tips along the way. So right now, I want to just make sure that you just know and recognize some of the accessories that you need to pull out and have close by for the embroidery machine. So I've got a lot of the ones that came out of the embroidery module box. So we have the embroidery module. One of the things that you want to make sure is that you have a very solid surface that your machine is sitting on that can support all the length of the embroidery machine. Plus, make sure you don't have extra things behind the machine. If you're really close to a wall, you might actually need to pull your table out from that wall so as the hoop moves back there, it doesn't hit anything. Also, speaking of hitting things, we have had issues with kitty cats, or maybe you set something back there like a glass of water or a coffee mug. Just make sure that things that are around this side of the machine are cleared off. So that's the safe side if you've got a cup of coffee. And of course, just keep the pets away because they don't need to be putting their paws in that moving needle. They are very curious. All right, so there are 3 embroidery hoops that come with the machine. Plus there's extra hoops that you can purchase that go larger. So allowing you to embroider the full distance from the needle to the inside of the machine, which is 12 inches. The largest hoop will allow you to stitch a 10-inch wide embroidery design. So definitely worth checking out that jumbo hoop at your Bernina retailer. For today, I'm going to be working with the standard oval hoop, and I'm going to tell you why I love oval hoops versus a rectangular hoop. And if you have a design that will be stitched and it can fit in the medium hoop, we always recommend that you stitch in the hoop size your design will fit in. You're just going to get a better tightness all the way around, and you're not wasting stabilizer. But for today, that will be my hoop of choice. So next, there were some other accessories, including this little square box. Inside this box, which was in this little bag, this had some needles and some other little gadgets, is the embroidery foot. Your embroidery foot 26. So when we go in here, we're going to need to tell the machine that we're using foot number 26. I might even just do the 0 to 9 and go 26, because that's how fast it will pop up. When I put the embroidery module on, it will lower the feed dogs for me. The other thing that I've done already is put the straight stitch throat plate on and then told the machine that I have done that already. So moving it from the 9mm throat plate to the 0mm throat plate. Okay, so those are just a few things. I have put an embroidery needle in, which, by the way, you do get a little packet of embroidery needles, something you want to always make sure you have plenty of. I mentioned a few other things in here. There is actually a thread net. So if you ever have a spool of thread, when we use embroidery threads, they're very slippery. And on occasion, you might have a thread spool that just kind of wants to they fall. The thread puddles at the bottom. You can slip this little net over the top of it like a little stocking, and it will help hold it in place. Sometimes metallic thread needs a little assistance, but because the Bernina 880 has a thread stand, a lot of things do get smoothed over by having your spool on a thread stand, and then it goes up to the guide and then into the machine. That is a wonderful feature, but on occasion a thread net will come in handy. These other little parts that were in the bag are actually clips to assist with working with the templates when they sit inside the oval hoop, and so, or the medium hoop. So if you're working with the templates to get things lined up, those will help you there. So I'll show you how those work in a little bit. Okay, there was a pack of embroidery thread. Let me just tell you one cool thing about this package. It is by Mettler. Mettler makes poly sheen. Poly sheen are the small spools of isocord. So if you have isocord thread and you have poly sheen, if you look, the numbers and colors are identical. So that means it comes out of the same factory. It's just these are smaller spools. They actually usually cost more. So I'm always a fan of less expensive thread because I buy it by the 1,000 meter spools. Just since I'm here and I'm talking about these, just remember the isocord has those quick little open, close bases that allow you to hide the thread and then it doesn't get everywhere as you are embroidering. Okay, a few extra things that I've added to this little collection is some bobbin thread. I'm a fan of the Superior threads, the bottom line, usually white, but it does come in other colors. So depending on what you're doing, you can actually get 50 different colors of that real thin bottom line thread. 505 spray is a great little temporary spray. You'll see me when I show you how to hoop up fabric. It's like insurance in a can. Actually, it's like Post-it note in a can. So when it sprays, it sticks lightly, but then doesn't leave residue on your needle or fabric. So you'll see me using that, and I love that. A pair of curved embroidery scissors. So when we go to trim any of the designs at the end, you'll definitely see that curved scissors and sharp ones. You might need to be buying a handful of different embroidery scissors until you find the one you like the most. This one's one I like the most because number one, it fits my larger fingers. It even fits my husband's fingers when he's embroidering at the store. So that has been nice. And yes, those are a sharp right to the tips. If you have a scissor sharpener in your area, they can be sharpened because they can be opened up all the way. That's great. In the box, you probably also found a cable. If you have a laptop and want to send designs directly from your laptop to the machine, there is an option to do that. You just need to download the free Bernina software that allows you to bring up the design. You can size it, by the way, and then send it to the machine. I'm also a fan of battery backups. Make sure you're plugging in your embroidery machine into a battery backup, not the wall, not a surge protector. This will just keep everything running smoothly to your machine power-wise. If you have any hiccups in the summertime, that's usually when we start to see issues, but it's also a way to protect your circuit boards as well. So we've got links below this YouTube video of where you can check out and buy a battery backup, and if you click on that, they will just ship it right to you. Two more things I want to show you. Number one, the slide-on table that we use for sewing. You can actually put this on when you have the embroidery unit on. So it just really expands the work surface, especially great if you have something heavy that you're embroidering on or big and bulky. So that's going to really help out quite a bit. The last item I want to talk about is our Embroidery Essentials online course. So if you want to find a way to make yourself really learn your machine, that is what this course is designed for. You're going to learn 15 different embroidery techniques, and as you do them, you're going to have to accomplish each technique, and over and over and over, what happens is that you get really comfortable with your machine. So there's links below this YouTube video where you can explore this course and see if it's right for you. It is amazing. Anytime I have a new machine come out that I have not taken time to learn, I will actually do this course, and this is my way of even learning how to use a new machine. So this is something we'll talk about. There's all sorts of techniques like applique, cut work, how to build a bigger scene, like here it's a tile scene. There is shadow work, there's confetti in here, that's a fun one. There's lace designs, there's a zippered bag, it's not showing here, but there is one. A stitch and flip, so if you've seen that kind of feature as a in the hoop project, we teach all of that in this course. All right, so if you're ready to get started, those are some of the basic accessories that you need to begin with.